This is so awesome.
What if humans could survive completely sealed off from the outside world with their own food, water, air, rainforest, and even an ocean, all inside one giant glass structure in the Arizona desert? Today, we're touring one of the strangest and most ambitious scientific experiments ever built, Biosphere 2. And honestly, it was not what I expected. Located just north of Tucson, near the base of the beautiful Catalina Mountains, Biosphere 2 almost looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. And before we step inside, just look at these mountain views behind the structure. The contrast between the Arizona desert and these futuristic glass biomes is absolutely incredible. Tickets currently cost around the price of a typical museum attraction. And once you enter, the experience is surprisingly well organized. You basically follow arrows throughout the entire facility, guiding you from biome to biome in a giant loop around the complex. At many of the stops, there are video screens and guided presentations explaining the science, history, and experiments that happened here. Honestly, it feels part museum, part science lab, and part abandoned futuristic civilization. Something that you would find on Mars. Now, before we get to the massive Biosphere 2 itself, there's something kind of funny about the name, because technically Biosphere 1 is Earth. Yep, this planet is Biosphere 1. The idea behind Biosphere 2 was simple, but incredibly ambitious. Could humans build a completely self-sustaining miniature version of Earth? One that could support life entirely sealed off from the outside world. And if that sounds like something designed for Mars colonization, you'd be absolutely right. And then, after walking around the buildings, you finally see it, the full exterior of Biosphere 2 in all of its glory. And wow, it is way bigger in person than I imagined. Built in the late 1980s, this massive enclosed ecosystem covers over 3 acres and contains multiple functioning biomes all under glass. Honestly, the architecture alone is worth seeing. It feels futuristic, retro, scientific, and slightly dystopian all in the same time.
I like that you're, is that, anyways, I like that you're into all this kind of stuff.
It always reminds me of that movie. It reminds me of the movie Biodome. You guys ever see that?
No.
With Pauly Shore?
No. Oh, there we go.
It's so cool up and close. Oh, here we go.
Now, we're entering the upper habitat area, where the original Biosphere crew actually lived during the experiment. And this is where things get really interesting, because 8 people once sealed themselves inside this structure for 2 full years. The idea was no leaving, no outside food deliveries, no fresh air from the outside. Everything they needed to survive had to be produced right here inside the biosphere. Food, oxygen, water, agriculture, everything. At least, that was the plan. The living quarters are surprisingly simple, honestly kind of like a mix between research station and college dorm. But imagine living here for 2 straight years knowing the entire experiment depended on the ecosystem functioning correctly. That had to feel absolutely wild. Some of the crew members became mini farmers, scientists, mechanics, and survival experts all at once. And despite all of the planning, things definitely didn't go perfectly. Oxygen levels dropped, food became limited, and tensions inside the habitat reportedly got pretty intense. But the fact that humans actually attempted this experiment at all is very fascinating. So they actually did have to get some food deliveries because they were losing way too much weight. At spot 106 on the tour, they talk about their nutrition systems and what the crew actually ate while living inside the biosphere. And honestly, the menu was more basic than I expected. The crew mainly survived on crops they grew themselves, including things like bananas, sweet potatoes, rice, and other things grown inside the agricultural biome. They even had goats and chickens, helping support the ecosystem. But as mentioned before, calorie production became difficult. Many of the crew members actually lost a significant amount of weight during the experiment, so some food had to be delivered to them, which really shows how hard it is to create a fully balanced, closed ecosystem. One of the coolest scientific experiments here is the evolving landscapes model. This giant research setup helps scientists study how landscapes change over time due to rainfall, erosion, climate shifts, and environmental changes. It honestly looks like something out of a futuristic science lab. And what's cool is that Biosphere 2 isn't just a historical attraction anymore. Real scientific research still happens here today. Going downstairs, we came to the theater area. Here they show presentations explaining the original mission and how Biosphere 2 worked. Watching the story unfold really makes you appreciate how ambitious this whole project was. This wasn't just a building, it was one giant life support experiment. A fully enclosed world designed to test whether humanity could someday survive on another planet. And even though the original mission faced major challenges, it taught scientists an enormous amount about ecosystems, agriculture, atmosphere management, and human survival. After that, we walked through a room that had some fruit trees and other plants, which gave us a small taste of the main big biomes yet to come. Then we were outside again and on our way to the biomes. Note, even though we were walking outside, this was not part of the experiment. Again, everyone was sealed inside. They didn't walk outside like we are. One of the wildest parts about Biosphere 2 is that this giant structure contains 5 completely different biomes, all connected together inside an enclosed environment. Each biome plays a specific role in maintaining the ecosystem and helping support life inside the biosphere. And honestly, walking through them feels like traveling across different parts of Earth in just a couple of hours. The first biome we entered is the fog desert biome, and this area immediately feels hot, dry, rocky, and surprisingly windy in sections. This 1,400 square meter ecosystem was designed to simulate the arid, coastal, scrub environments are found on the Baja Peninsula. You'll notice cacti, desert shrubs, rocky terrain, and plants specifically adapted to survive with little water. Even though we're inside a sealed glass structure, it genuinely feels like we're walking through a real desert landscape, which honestly makes the transition into the next biome even crazier. Next, we move into the savanna grassland biome. This biome acts as a transition zone between the rainforest and the desert environments. Covering roughly 1,300 square meters, this area includes open grasslands, streams, trees, and even a large quartz slope, helping move water throughout the system. And this biome was incredibly important because the moderate climate made it much more suitable for growing food and supporting agriculture during the original experiment. The shift from dry desert into this greener environment is honestly really cool to experience in person. After the grasslands, there's the mangrove wetlands biome, and visually this area feels completely different again. Modeled after the Florida Everglades, this 450 square meter coastal wetland system was designed to help process water naturally while supporting a wide variety of species. The mangrove trees here are specifically fascinating because their tangled root systems help filter water and stabilize the ecosystem. It's basically nature's version of a giant water purification system. And once again, remembering this entire ecosystem exists inside a sealed structure in Arizona is just mind-blowing. And then we arrive at one of the most visually impressive parts of Biosphere 2, the ocean biome. Yes, this massive body of water inside the structure is an actual functioning miniature ocean ecosystem complete with a coral reef. This biome covers about 850 square meters and contains 1 million gallons of water reaching depths of roughly 25 feet. Scientists use this environment to study coral reef ecosystems, ocean sustainability, and how marine systems respond inside a closed environment. And honestly, the visuals here are stunning. The reflections off the glass ceilings, the tropical vegetation surrounding the water, it almost feels futuristic. Every biome inside Biosphere 2 was interconnected, meaning the ocean played a huge role in balancing humidity, temperature, and environmental stability throughout the entire structure. And finally, probably my favorite biome, we enter the tropical rainforest. And this is probably the most surreal section of the entire tour. The massive rainforest environment spans roughly 1,900 square meters and rises nearly 90 feet tall beneath the glass structure. Inside, the climate becomes warm, humid, and dense with vegetation from tropical regions around the world. There's even a 25-foot waterfall hidden inside the biome. And honestly, by the time you reach this point, it barely feels like Arizona anymore. Towering trees, jungle sounds, thick humidity fogging the camera lens. It really feels like stepping into another world. And this biome played a critical role in oxygen production, humidity control, and maintaining atmospheric balance throughout the entire biosphere. Ending the tour here honestly feels perfect because the rainforest represents the heart of the entire Biosphere 2 experiment, creating a living, breathing miniature Earth capable of supporting human life, completely sealed off from the outside world. Biosphere 2 ended up being way more fascinating than I expected. Part science experiment, part time capsule, part vision of humanity's future. And whether you're into science, history, architecture, photography, or just weird and unique places, this is easily one of the coolest attractions in Arizona. If you enjoyed this video tour, make sure to subscribe for more travel and adventure videos. And let me know in the comments, would you live inside Biosphere 2 for 2 years? Take care, and happy traveling, everyone.